Hi, it's Richard, RJ Coins. Here we are with the next instalment. I think it's part number 2 we're up till now of the Bag for Life Travel and Treasure. So I hope you enjoyed the first one. I know that the few comments were about India, so what I have done is there's a couple of bags of Indian coins. So I thought this episode I would deal with what we've got as the Indian coins. I'm going to put that to the side because I'm going to leave that for a bit because that is something that is particularly intriguing, or I think it is anyway. And we've got a whole bag of Indian coins. I have absolutely no idea around any of these, so if you do know anything at all, let me know. Can't make any kind of tail on there. Looks like, is that a rhino, do you reckon? Rhino have a tail that long? Feels aluminium. Too light to be silver, I think, that one. So a lot of these are a bit grubby. Again, can't really make out much on that one. That's the King's portrait, of course, on that one. Just about make it out, but no more. George VI, King and Emperor. So that's a 1 Anna. $1947, that one. Again, feels aluminium, that one. Looks like a dollar sign there. Which is a bit weird. Portuguese Republic, 1959. So Portuguese one there, although it is obviously linked to India. Trying to keep it in the middle of the screen. 5 rupees, much more modern, 1997. Great sort of sandwich to that one. Another one of the Portuguese ones. 1956, I think, that one. Very worn, that one. Quite cool. Not sure whether that's Indian or not. Definitely aluminium, very, very light. What do we got there? It's almost like the top of a pineapple on the sea. 4 stars. Looks more Arabic. That one doesn't Arabic date. Not sure about that one. Cog. Don't know if that one's actually Indian. That one, we've got an old 1835 half Anna. So it looks like a penny. East India Company. Again, very damaged, that one, but the 2 lines across the shield there. Half piece, India, 1936. George V. There's quite a few to go through here. George VI, this one, 1947, quarter rupee, with a tonica on there, presumably. It's quite cool. So some of these are some of the ones that I found that are particularly interesting. So if we can get some focus on that. So these look very, very old. They're not even fully round, obviously, and they have just some markings on. Now, I can't work out what they are, unfortunately. Some of them you can just about see the markings. So these could be really, really old, or they could be replicas. I really don't know. Anybody that has any idea around these type ones particularly, do let me know. So I'm going to bring in there's a couple of others now. So there's another one like that. And this one actually almost feels more like a stone. So I've got no reason to doubt the authenticity of these. Although of course there's no paperwork that came with them. But they are particularly interesting, these ones. So see the thickness, probably about what, 10mm thick. And then a series of lines and dots. So these are the ones that are particularly intriguing to me of this bag. And when I had the cursory look through, there were some of these that I had picked out. So these are one of the few ones that I have actually seen before. So again, we've got a few of those of that type. And say they are, that one's even thicker. It's probably what, 15mm thick. And they do feel more like a stone. So not certain of what their composition is really. But they could be very, very old, of course, and that is particularly intriguing. And then there's one that's square. Again, whether this is the full coin or token, or whether it's a part of one that's been chipped off, I have absolutely no idea. I suppose if there is anything of particular value in here, it could be this type of coin. Very, very difficult to do any kind of research on this. I've tried Coinoscope on these, for example, and it comes up with all sorts. Again, there's another one here of that type. Look almost like indigenous designs of Australian, the Aboriginal art. And that one, it's literally like a pebble, almost. So anybody that knows anything about these ancient Indian coins, tokens, that one's very, very thick. That's probably the thickest of all of them. Then that would be lovely to know some detail about them. See, this one definitely seems to be metal. Some corrosion going on there. So that, but the others, some of them actually feel, say, more like a stone. So there's those ones particularly, and then we've got various roached out coins, and one or two that are in much, much better condition. So we have a quarter anna again from the East India Company. So a fair amount of detail on that. $1858. So for its age, that's in pretty good condition, that one, I think. Probably one of the better condition ones. So many of them. I think this looks like that same one that I thought was Arabic, but in much, much worse condition. Do love the square ones. So King George V again, King and Emperor. That one is a 2 Anna. Presumably across the top there is the date, so I'm not familiar with how that is written. So it looks like something 99 perhaps, but I am not so 90. Again, if anybody can give me any idea of how we date these, that would be much appreciated as well. We've got quite a few still here to go through. Conscious we're up to 10 minutes already. I wanted to keep these to 10-15 minutes. So Grow More Food 1973. So there's a whole series. Many countries produce these. So that's a 50 pace. So they're quite cool, those food growing ones. So that's the same symbol again that we found on that square one. Definitely aluminium. Again, this appears to be a 9. On the date, on the right hand side there. Family in a boat perhaps, or sitting at a table. Bit different. One Anna from 1943, King George VI. Yeah, I do like the scalloped edges, they make them look nice and special. Another square 2 Anna. Again, looks like the same as the other one. Looks like a 9-5 on there. We've got King George V. Might have to do a little bit of research of how to date these. So 1945, 2 Anna, George VI. Another George VI. Another 2 Anna, that one from 1946. So some of these are dated with our traditional numerals and others with a different, like Arabic. Can't make that one out at all. Looks like 3 big cats, etc. looking towards us. 10 something or other there. It's a shame that that one's, there we go. So that was probably the design on the last one, so 25 pace. That's very cool. So it's a 1980. What's it say there? Rural Women's Advancement, 1980. Definitely haven't seen anything like that before. That is really cool. It's definitely a favourite of mine so far. Edward VII, 1907, quarter Anna. That one's a bit bent as well. Definitely well used, but reasonable detail on the design, on the reverse. Got 1835. Again, not too bad considering its age. Half Anna. Quarter Anna from 1959. George VI. Another quarter Anna, this time from 1936. So George V. It's a bit corroded, I don't want to keep that too close to anything else. Could start to Spread that at ₹2. Ninth Asian Games from Delhi 1982. So we've got a sporting commemorative. Wasn't expecting to find that in here. Delhi 1982 Ninth Asian Games. Very cool. Put that with the pile of the favourites, I think. George V, 1935, 1 anna. So presumably that's going to be silver, or some silver content, that sort of time scale. Feels different to some of those others as well. Definitely doesn't feel like aluminium. Some of the others do. This is always quite cool as well. 1943, 1 piece. The hole in the middle. So we've got polo coin. Crown at the top there. Very nice. 1962. One piece presumably, yeah, so that's the 3 animals, so presumably again tiger, which is running across some of these coins. Can't make that one out at all, completely gone. Same sort of size as the one. 1946 half anna. George the 6th. 2 anna, so similar to some of the others we've seen. 1942 on this one. Oh, get it in front of the camera. George the 6th, again pretty beaten up. This is an older one. 1 anna. George the 5th, presumably that's going to be some silver content in there as well. Certainly feels and looks like that as well. 1915 perhaps? No, 35? Not certain. Another one of the Portuguese ones there. Estado to India, 1958. 10 centavos. Uh, 1973, so that's the food growing one again, the 50 pace. It's the second one of those, but not so good condition, that one. George the 6th, again very dirty, 1947. Great design with that tiger on like that. Difficult to make this one out. Is that Victoria though? I think that's a Victoria one. $18.85. Not sure the denomination. It's obviously very small. So first Victorian one. Cool. Then a half anna. George the 6th. And again, a final one of these, a tiny, tiny one of the ones that look potentially to be sort of a bit more ancient. So again, if you can throw any light at all on these ones, it'd be much appreciated. Do let me know. So let's pull those back in. So let's have a quick look at those ones again. So these are the ones that look very much older. So there's what, half a dozen of these. That one definitely feels metallic. Must be copper based if they are metallic. So, but they do feel almost like a stone. That one has greater detail, so that's possibly the favourite one, because you can actually see a bit more of the design and the detail. And then my other favourite of the modern ones, here we found a sporting commemorative. So we've got the ninth Asian Games from Delhi 1982 on the 2 rupees. And a couple of bits of silver. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let us know what your favourite is. So if you can provide any information at all on some of the details around what we've looked through, then that would be much appreciated. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and check out each section of this new series as it comes through. It'll be much appreciated. I'll see you again soon. Thank you.